Hi, I'm David with Dagley Ranch. Many of you have watched our videos and have come to know our cow dog Annie. Annie is a Hangin Tree Cowdog. For this video, I'm not going to go into much detail right now about the breed. I just want to share a little bit about my first Hangin Tree and one of our adventures bringing some cattle across a flooding creek. I manage a ranch in South Dakota. I got into cow dogs because sometimes it was hard to find help. My kids were just beginning to be a help, but they had chores and school at home, and it wasn't possible for them to be with me all the time. Although we did occasionally have other ranch hands, it was only seasonal help, and being I was the only full-time ranch hand, I found many times I was working alone. I found using dogs made a hard job a lot easier. I had started with border collies and border collie crosses, nothing special. I didn't know enough yet to get them out of truly good working lines. They were a help, but mostly just an extension of me to help me push the cattle. I started learning about the Hangin Tree Cowdog breed and how ranchers were using them. I would watch as they would send the dogs out, and the dogs would go and find the cattle, group them up, and bring them back to the rancher. Now that really intrigued me, and I decided I had to get myself a Hangin Tree Cowdog. So I went and bought Annie, my first Hangin Tree, and a set of DVDs from Charlie Trayer on how to train and handle the cow dog. That was the beginning of my adventure of using cow dogs to their full potential. In this video, I was out checking fence line with my niece on ATVs, and we noticed a group of calves had left the herd and slipped through the fence into the creek pasture. It was springtime. We had several warm days, causing the snow to melt, which causes the creek to start flooding. And we needed to get these calves back to the group where we could continue to care for them along with the rest of the herd. On this day, we found they had already crossed the creek and weren't sure how to get back as the water was rising quickly. I told Annie to hunt them up. She immediately jumped into the creek and swam across, ran over the hill and gathered them up and brought them almost back to me. She still had to get them across the creek. Now this video starts where Annie is trying to bring them across the flooding creek by herself. My two border collies are used to pushing with me, so they didn't understand that I needed them to cross over and help Annie. The water was too high to cross with the ATVs. In the past, I always had to go back and get a horse for a job like this, but it would have taken 2.5 miles back to the ranch, catching the horse, saddling up, then riding 2.5 miles back out, because it was too muddy to use a trailer to bring the horse out. Now don't get me wrong, I like to use the horses whenever I can, but the advantage to the dogs is that I always have them with me, riding on the ATVs, tractors, or trucks. It is kind of like having a horse and rider in your back pocket anywhere you go. Anyway, back to trying to get the cattle to cross. I decided I needed to find a way to get across the creek myself to help Annie. I knew if I went over there, my border collies would go and help some too. With my niece's help, we were able to take a dead tree and throw it across the creek to give me some sort of a bridge.
This stick is not going to serve you if this log is. That's the. Well, there it should only go a little past my waist, I think. Well, maybe there. Yeah. Just so long as your mom knows that they don't make you do that.
Yeah.
Success!
You made it!
Okay, we're gonna go up.
Not only did I make it across all right, but I was able to hike over the hill and check out several other draws, taking Annie along with me and finding a few more small groups of calves. We added that to the group and then continued to push them across. Now with this all working together, we had high hopes of being able to get them to cross the flooding creek.
Annie, here! Annie, here! Get out!
I want to apologize for the poor quality of this video. It was taken back in 2018, and I'm afraid we aren't very good at keeping up with the newest technology. After seeing how willing the Hangin Tree Cowdog breed was to try anything I asked him to, I was hooked. I had to get more. Spur was my second hanging tree.
Out. On out. Good boy, Spur. Bring him.
It was kind of fun finding these old videos that I had never gotten around to editing until now. I hope you enjoy them, and God bless.
Good dog. Daddy. Walk up.